Hey beauties, I have some new products here, including the new Les Beiges eyeshadow palette. So I wanted to create a look that was a little bit more smoky, dramatic, really test out the pigmentation. I will have a much more soft and simple look coming up, so be on the lookout for that. This is a look that I recreated from a fashion show that I attended recently in Miami, so it's perfect for an evening out, date night. I am actually running to work right after filming. I didn't even change out of my robe on camera. And on top of that, I had a bit of a situation. Maybe 2 minutes before filming, I was gathering my products and I dropped my eyeshadow palette. It was so sad. I did my best to press it back together, but that's why it looks like a hot mess. That top eyeshadow is quite literally holding on to the pan for dear life. And that's where we're going to begin. So with a fluffy brush, I'm using this eyeshadow as a transition shade in the crease. Now, I was very impressed with the pigment of this eyeshadow. Of course, it helps that it's a crumbly mess, so it's very easy to pick up. Once that shade is nicely buffed out inside and outside the crease, I wiped off my brush to get rid of any excess product, and then I just dusted over the top to keep everything seamless. Next, with the sponge applicator in bronzy shade, I'm going to cover my eyelids up to the crease. This shade actually took me a little while to build up the pigment, but I think it's just because it is a new palette. The testers that I swatched in store are incredibly easy and very pigmented. With the little brush that comes with the palette, I'm picking up the medium brown matte eyeshadow and I'm carving out the crease. I want to keep this pretty low in the crease so that when I go to blend everything out, it doesn't become a raccoon, but I am taking it pretty far inside. And then I'm also going to blend this down onto my lash line in the outer corner. Before moving on, I'm going to, of course, quickly smooth this out with a fluffy brush just to keep the transition from light to dark very gradual. Then to add a little more depth, I'm taking the darkest brown eyeshadow and I'm carving just the outer half of the crease. Once again, I want to keep this color as low in the crease as possible to prevent it from going from smoky to setting off the fire alarm. This color builds up beautifully, so really you want to start with just a little bit and then you can get darker and darker as you want. Then, of course, I'm going to blend it all together with my fluffy brush. Eventually, I did give up on the sponge applicator, so I am going to use my finger to apply the metallic gold eyeshadow to just the inner lid. It gives it a nice pop of shine and really just draws attention to the eyes. Here's another new product that I'm really excited about. Today I'm using the Guerlain L'Or Radiance Primer. This was sent to me complimentary by Guerlain, and I had requested this product to rate and review because I love the brand so much. Guerlain is just iconic, luxurious, and I really wanted to try this primer. It has little flecks of gold that you can see in the clear bottle, and they break up as you apply it to the face and give a gorgeous glow. But what I love most about the product is that it doesn't feel oily or greasy, even though it is a radiance primer, which sometimes they can feel a little bit too dewy or even heavy on the skin. This is incredibly light. It's actually very thin and feels like it absorbs into the skin, fills in every fine line and pore. It's just the slightest bit sticky, but in a very good way, like it's gonna just grab your foundation and keep it in place. I'm glad I get to do the voiceover after filming because after wearing this foundation all day, I could really notice a difference using this primer. For foundation, I went with my current favorite YSL All Hours. Since the eye makeup is a bit dark, I needed something on my face with a little more coverage. And I'm just blending this out all over with my flat top kabuki brush per usual. I really love this foundation primer combination. The All Hours has a natural matte finish, so using a radiance primer underneath gives it that perfect glow from within, but then I'm not a dewy mess at the end of the day. Sticking with YSL for the face, I went in with my Touchy Clot to highlight underneath my eyes, the chin, bridge of my nose, and center of the forehead. And I needed a little bit more coverage under the eye, so I added a few dots of the All Hours concealer just under the eye before blending everything out with my tapered kabuki brush. I love how lightweight the Touche cloth is and how opaque the concealer is. So it's the combination of the two that gives you that perfect, flawless under eye area. And then the brush helps pick up any excess product. With the Chanel loose powder, I'm going to quickly set under my eyes and my T-zone before warming up the face. I love this powder because it's so finely milled. Ever since I pulled these out of my drawer, I've been on a cream blush kick. So I am going to use the Bronze Les Beiges stick to contour my cheeks and temples, hairline, anywhere that I would apply bronzer. I'm using my kabuki brush to pick up the product, and then I'm just stippling it on the face to prevent any harsh lines. Although you could apply it directly to the face, this is just a little bit easier and it actually goes on very nicely. Then I'm using the pink blush stick to add a little flush to my cheeks, and I'm going to apply this in the exact same way, just stippling it on. Going back now to finish the eyes, I'm using the little sponge applicator and that medium brown matte eyeshadow to smoke out my lower lash line on both sides. The brown shadow adds a little darkness, but it's still soft. And then I'm just going to buff it out quickly with a pencil brush. I went ahead and I did my brows and my eyeliner off camera. I used a Chanel black liquid eyeliner and the Dior brow styler. To highlight, I'm using the Plissé de Chanel. This is my absolute favorite Chanel highlighter. And I'm just going to go over the tops of my cheeks, bridge of my nose, ball of my nose, Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to use this also to highlight my brow bone and then the inner corner of the eye. I love this highlighter because it is the perfect fleshy tone. It's not too pink, it's not too bronze, too yellow. It's just very neutral and easy to use. I'm so excited to talk about this other new product. This mascara is by a brand called By Terry. It was sent to me complimentary to review. It is so unique because the brush actually twists to give you more volume. So on the first setting, you get length and separation. If you want to build up the lash, you can twist the cap once or twice, and the brush will actually twist as well. I personally love the formula itself so much. This was perfect timing because I was out of my volume, and the original setting is just perfect. It's awesome for the lower lashes, and then I like to twist once just to build up volume on the top lashes. It's a really unique product, and it actually does make a difference. If you're not familiar with the brand, By Terry was created by the same woman who created the Touche cloth for YSL. So she's definitely got a knack for these very unique products that then kind of set a standard in the industry. She has a couple other really popular products like the Rose de Balm for lips, but this mascara is really blowing me away, and I've used it every day ever since I opened it. For lips, I'm using a special new lipstick. This is the Rouge Per Couture in shade number 70 by YSL. I was able to customize the cap during an event that we had in store, and it is the perfect pinky nude shade. I love how not only could I choose my own cap from several different designs, but then I had it engraved, and it's just a fun little idea, a great gift idea. These lipsticks are incredibly creamy. It has mango butter, so it's nice and hydrating. And then to top it off, I'm going to use my current beauty favorite, the treatment gloss from Patchology. It's called Lip Service, and this was also sent to me to review. I know I've mentioned it a couple times now, but I just really cannot get enough of it. It's such a great treatment for lips. You know, I've been wearing a lot of liquid matte lipsticks lately, so this just helps kind of bring them back to life. Plus it has a little cinnamon for a plumping effect, which I love, and it goes on just very glossy. If you struggle with dry lips, you will love the Lip Service. It's a very reasonable price point, and you can wear it on top of any lip color that you have. And that completes the look. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me any of your comments or questions down below. Of course, I will be putting the links to all of these products down in the description box. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe.